Hi guys, so the Tories truly believe that there is one rule for them and another rule for everyone else. Now, they try to hide this fact to the best of their ability, but from time to time the mask slips and we get to understand how they truly feel. Here's Lord Callanan suggesting that even if Boris Johnson broke the law, he shouldn't necessarily resign as Prime Minister. He also suggests that the only way to remove Johnson is via an election, but there's a problem with that logic. Let's hear what he had to say.
Thank you. So Eleanor asks, if an organisation is failing, do you have to change the person at the top to get real change? Minister Martin Callanan.
Well, if I interpret the question as aimed at the Metropolitan Police, then I have a lot of respect for Cressida Dick. I think she did some great work. She was the first woman commissioner of the Met Police. She's lived through some incredibly difficult times.
And if we tilt it towards Boris Johnson?
Well, the future of Boris Johnson will be determined at the next election. That's what we have elections for. We're a democracy. He was...
Okay, but what about Theresa May? Theresa May was removed and Boris Johnson replaced her, and there wasn't a general election. Yes, there was an election later on, but at the time of the handover, there was no general election. So when he says, yes, the only way to get rid of Boris Johnson is to have an election, that's not true. And we've heard other Tories say this. For example, Jacob Rees-Mogg said it, and then Jacob Rees-Mogg said something different. I'm not going to hold up Jacob Rees-Mogg as an example because he says one thing one day and something else another day. But which is it? To get rid of Boris Johnson, you need an election. To get rid of Theresa May, it wasn't necessary.
Was elected in 2019 with a huge majority, and the electorate get the chance to judge his performance when the next election comes round.
So, following that logic, that means you're saying if he were to get a fixed penalty notice as a result of the parties, he would carry on?
I have no idea, but let's wait and see what happens. We don't know what the investigations are and what will be the outcome of them.
What should happen if he gets a fixed penalty notice? Would he still have your support?
It will depend on what the circumstances are, what the police report says.
Well, let's imagine a circumstance where he gets... Well,
we've had Sue Gray's report published already.
No, we haven't. We've had the update of it.
Let's imagine he gets one fixed penalty notice. If he gets a fixed penalty notice, will he still command your support?
Yes.
And there we have it. So if Boris Johnson gets a fixed penalty notice, he breaks the law, members of the party will continue to support him. Where do we go from here? If the Prime Minister has broken the law, clearly broken the law because he received a fixed penalty notice, members of that party will continue to support him. So at what stage would they say, okay, I can't support Boris Johnson anymore? Because breaking the law isn't a requirement. Does he have to kill someone? Does he have to run someone over with his car? Does he have to... I don't know. What does he have to do in order for him to lose support within the Conservative Party? And, we're heading down a Trumpian road here. Remember what Donald Trump said. He could shoot someone in Fifth Avenue and he wouldn't lose a vote. It seems to be the case with Boris Johnson. He can break the law and he won't lose support within his party. Now, I think, to be honest, a lot of MPs would not agree with this. But here we have a senior Tory saying that even if Boris Johnson broke the law, he would continue to support him. Once again, where do we go from here? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.